and welcome. You've joined us on Business Lunch. Markets are roaring today. In fact, how I see the overall market is that it is really gearing up. Overall momentum has been very strong and has been taking a slight bit of breather in the middle as well. But today is not the day of sluggishness for the markets. In fact, 11,400 levels conquered beautifully by Nifty 50, over 100 points gain at the moment. Sensex as well. Mid caps are the ones which are slightly below the key indices. Bank Nifty also 1.5% up as we speak, and the advanced decline is also on the strong side. It's the foreign capital confidence which is spurring up not just the equity markets but also the currency market. Mangalam, hi.
Absolutely, the currency market, we'll keep an eye out on that. You know, the last bit of rally that has come about on the Nifty is primarily on account of all the IT stocks. So pull up anything like an Infosys or Tech Mahindra or Wipro or the whole IT index. That one should come up for you. That one's leading the charge and aiding the bulls' cause further after Bank Nifty provided it that sort of platform. The IT stocks are also in focus on account of the currency. The rupee is on a bit of a yo-yo in today's trading session. Opened at a 7-month high. Lata is here to tell us why and give us more details on that currency itself.
Well, more than 2019 highs. I think I haven't seen a dollar cost 69.10 all the way up to August of 2018. So it looks like it was a fairly strong move. But we must remember that March is always a good month for dollar flows. Exporters normally bring in their money. Corporates bring in their money. For whatever, it's year-end settlement of bills. All we know in the FX market is that it is a positive dollar flow month. And to it, you have added now huge amount of custodial flows or foreign portfolio inflows coming in. So traders had moved extremely biddish on the rupee or, short on the dollar at about 69.10. It looks like someone took the call that the dollar needs some buying. And so you saw a bit of a U-turn and the dollar putting on about 10-20 pies. This zigzag will continue, but the bias will be in favor of the rupee for a bit longer, usually throughout the month of March. RBI role not seen very big. They do try to come in when the currency moves too much too soon. But today's zigzag and indeed the month's move is largely because of the way the market's seeing dollar flows.
All right. Thanks, Lata, for getting us that insight on the currency market. Let's shift back the action on the equity markets because that's where all the movement is really happening. It's a good day of trade today. It's a mid-caps which have really not participated with the same gusto, but they have also come back in a big way in the last few sessions. Nimesh is here to really give us a detailed check on what the dealing room is saying today. Nimesh.
Hi, Nisha. So for the last few days, this rally in the Indian markets is backed by FI buying and there is no difference in today's trade as well. In fact, in today's trade, the additional information is that because of the FTSE rebalance for India, the FI flows are even more stronger. And by the end of the day, I'm told there will be a buying of close to $300 million because of that FTSE rebalance. So that's something to watch out for in terms of the FI numbers in today's trade. The large inflows by the FIs has been into the large private banks in the last few days, and that's been the trend today as well. So that explains the move in the likes of Kotak Bank, IDFC Bank, IDFC Limited as well. But the sense I'm getting is that maybe now there will be a catch-up rally in the PSU bank stocks as well. So watch out for that stocks in the days to come because there will be a bit of a purple catch-up rally for PSU banks as well. In terms of mid caps and small caps, some bit of profit booking is clearly visible across the board, not only from the larger institutions but from the HNIs and retail investors as well. So some bit of profit booking there after the relentless rally we saw in the mid cap and small cap. Essentially, this rally is largely backed by FIs, and that's why probably you're seeing large caps outperforming. And now the sense is beyond the private banks, this can spill over to the PSU bank stocks as well. So watch out for PSU banks from here on. But largely this is backed by FI buying. And today's number will be quite strong simply because there is a FTSE rebalance as well.
Absolutely, Nimesh. Thanks a lot for that. Today's number for the FI is likely to be high. $300 million is what the number Nimesh finds out from the phones that he's working in the dealing room. Remember, over the last 6 trading sessions, the FIs have added close to $2 billion in our markets. But you're not only working your phones, Nimesh, for the dealing room, you also learn from sources something which is taking place on HCC. They're looking to securitize their receivables.
Oh yes, so in simple terms, Mangalam, they're looking to sell the arbitration book what they have to one of the large private equity player. I understand that the discussions are in the last leg, and maybe the deal will get closed soon. The entire book is going to get sold at close to 1,800 crores. Now the arbitration book for Hindustan Construction is close to 3,800 crores, which means the fund which is going to buy will take a 50% haircut and buy this from Hindustan Construction. Important for HCC simply because they get 1,800 crores of inflows. If you look at the numbers, the current market cap is just 2,100 crores. The standalone debt on the book of Hindustan Construction is close to 3,500 crores. They have been reducing debt for the last few quarters. If you look at last quarter, it came down by 235 crores for the first 9 months and close to 125 crores quarter on quarter. If this money comes in before the end of this year, which is by end of this March, they will be able to further bring down the debt as well as the finance cost for Hindustan Construction. So that is the key trigger why this is important. And I do understand that one of the large private equity player is likely to buy this arbitration book for close to 1,800 crores.
All right, big private equity play there at HCC. Thanks so much, Nimesh, for getting us all those exclusive details. The stock is up over 5%, but still off the high point of the day. On that note,